Senator.
Thank you very much, Senator Lyon. I want to, first, I would like to thank those who are here, who host the forum for today. But most of all, I want to thank Senator DeLon, our ranking member on the Legislative Task Force on Demographic Research and Reapportionment. I also want to thank my other colleague, Senator Mike Gianaris, who has championed redistricting in both houses, in the Senate and in the Assembly, and now in the Senate. And also my other colleagues, Senator Adriano Espaillat, and also my good friend, my good colleague, someone who is definitely next to my district, and my minister. I want to thank you very much. But, you know, President Obama once said that if the people cannot trust their government to do the job for which it exists, all else is lost. Yesterday, joined by Governor Cuomo and legislative leaders, we announced an agreement on ethics reform that would give New Yorkers the more accountable and responsible state government they deserve. But I also said there is still much more work left to be done, and that means passing independent redistricting so the people can get to decide elections, not the politicians. Different polls taken at different times all demonstrate the same things, and the public overwhelmingly supports independent redistricting to put an end to political gerrymandering. And Assemblyman Kareem Kamara would say the same thing, especially in our districts. It's about being the voice of those who have no voice in government. And that's why independent redistricting is so important and so key. And when you think about it, it was so important and so key that 54 of 62 state senators signed a pledge to support independent redistricting. For those who have forgotten what that means, there are 6 simple words. Keep your promise, pass the pledge. To give New Yorkers fair and more competitive elections, the answer is simple. Keep your promise, pass the pledge. To have a more accountable legislature that puts the public interest instead of political incumbency, the answer is simple. Keep your promise, pass the pledge. To take the politics out of drawing electoral lines and delivering the change that Albany needs, the answer is simple. Keep your promise, pass the pledge. Governor Cuomo has taken the first step towards his commitment to reforming by introducing this legislation. Now, members from both sides of the aisle must do the same by passing it, or the opportunity for real change will be lost for the next 10 years. Too often in Albany, promises of reform go from now to never, and nothing gets done. The pattern must come to an end because the time has come for pledges made to be promises kept. And when you think about it, we're going to definitely be working with the governor to push forth this independent redistricting legislation, because just as we did with the ethics legislation, it's about restoring faith, trust, and confidence back into government, and that's what it's all about. This is a commitment that individuals made. This is a commitment that we have to live up to, because the only thing that a person can yet give and keep is his word. So if you give your word, you have to keep your word, because if your word means nothing, that means you mean nothing. Thank you very much, Jim.